Howdy partners, Mobby Nerd here. In 2022, I went to the Halloween walk in Shibuya, Japan, and I'm going to talk about it. Yes, today this video is all about Halloween in Japan, specifically the Shibuya Halloween walk, because that's what I experienced. I've decided to split my Japan trip video into something that's more narratively focused, and this is how I'm doing it. And as you can see, Halloween in Japan, specifically Shibuya, is super crowded. There are so many people dressed up in costumes, and before this, the most crowded place I've ever been in was probably Anime Expo. This is like that on steroids. Now I ain't no normie. I know before you go to any Halloween event, you gotta dress the part, so on both nights I had made sure to have an interesting costume. On night one, I brought my alien costume, a fan favorite of the YouTube channel. Halloween in Shibuya felt like an anime convention on steroids. That's the best way I could describe it. So many people and just so many costumes that you just kind of get overloaded. It was like sensory overload, and every 2 steps I took, I would stop for a photo, which was pretty cool, but also led to some funny situations at times. It just felt like one massive party on the streets. That's what it felt like, a big parade with no general direction. People everywhere just taking pictures, just hanging out with their friends. It just seemed like a really good time. I would definitely go to this event again with friends, but what I do differently is I would get all of my alien costumes and make everybody in my group wear an alien suit. We'd have to all be the aliens together. That'd be funny. And hitting up Shibuya on Halloween night led to some interesting surprises, some really genuinely cool ones. I said before I took this trip, I had this little joke bucket list, and I was like, watch, we're gonna meet a famous YouTuber. It's just gonna happen. I don't know why, but I just felt like it was. And of all the people to run into, of all the vloggers and people who are always out covering stuff happening in Japan, tell me why I'll run into.
I was looking for people like with amazing costumes, and can I just... Oh, you know me. Yeah, can I just like... I'm actually streaming right now, but do you guys want to be on stream?
Sure, yeah.
Alright, so I was like staring at you for freaking like 10 minutes actually. I was like, your costume is amazing.
Thank you. I was just being abducted, you know?
Sora the freaking troll. Yo, so if you are watching this video, thank you for making my trip just that much better. Really. And also, I want to extend this offer out here. Like, if I go back to Japan on Halloween and you're doing this again, will you wear an alien suit with me? I have the suits. Will you wear an alien suit with me? That's all I want to know. If the off chance you watch this video, let me know. We can make that happen. We can make that happen, bro. There was a moment in time as I was walking down the walkway. So during the event, the police were like directing traffic. They're making sure that nobody's like stopping and standing. And there's no buildup in certain areas of the street for safety reason. Every micro step, I got stopped by like 4 different people asking for the same photo, the same pose. And all the while, there is a cop on the left side of me, or is it the right, repeatedly walking up to me and saying something in Japanese, and I'm pretty sure it was, "Keep walking, please."
What do you say?
What he said, but I assume he means keep the line moving.
Stop standing still here. You are causing a pileup. I feel really bad because as I was walking down that street, I got stopped for photos like 8 times, it felt like. And one time I was a little kid and I know this officer's like lurking behind me like, please keep moving, sir. We had a language barrier and I think he was trying to work through it and just say like, I understand that you're being asked to take photos, but you have to say no and keep walking. That's what he was trying to tell me. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Side note, looking back at this footage, I've just realized the sheer number of people who've been grabbing my alien's ass during that live stream. On night 2, I dressed up as Majin Buu, baby. Yes, you bet. One thing I wanted to do while I was in Japan is find a costume I could not buy here. And while yes, you probably could buy this off of like Amazon, going into the store that sold the costume and seeing it at a very reasonable price was... I don't know what this is that I'm doing. That's me for that was good. I found a good deal. This was a good deal. I was torn between being Piccolo, Frieza, or Majin Buu. And you know what? I'd seen the Piccolo and Frieza ones online, but I'd never seen the Majin Buu one. So I'm like, you know what? I want to be Majin Buu. And that whole saga was something else to me. Like, it stands out for sure. So, yes. I went as Majin Buu on night number 2. I was Buu in Shibuya, and that was... I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be really honest. When I wore the costume there, I kind of expected that it was gonna be kind of a nothing burger, like, you know, like the equivalent of going out dressed as, like, I don't know, a vampire or a witch. Yeah, you're gonna get some looks, right? But nobody's gonna really care. You're gonna blend into the sea of infinitely better and more creative costumes, right? But when I tell you, the moment I stepped onto the train dressed like this old man's face lit up like a Christmas tree, and he ran over to sit with us, and I had to basically communicate with him through my friend who was translating and trying his best. Shout out Snugglechew. He was trying his best to translate about how excited this dude was to see me dressed as a character from Dragon Ball Z. That was in and of itself a wholesome moment. And I'm thinking, you know, well, the guy's just a big nerd like me. That's okay. It's no big deal, right? Surely when I get to Shibuya, it's going to be pretty tame. It's not going to be like the alien costume. I was wrong.
We got cameraman, Snugglechew, the bunny ears. Oh, you gotta rip those ears in a second on the stream here. Yo, get a load of these ears.
Walking around Shibuya as Majin Buu was a very different experience than being the Green Alien, because I knew that everybody that I encountered for the most part recognized the character. Like, I hearing people call out and in that iconic voice of Majin Buu and just doing the gestures and just hyping me up like that was just a very different experience. It was very fun. It felt more akin to, again, an anime convention. That's what it kind of felt like. But I won't lie to you, I do not recommend wearing any type of costume in Shibuya during Halloween that has a long cape or anything that can be stepped on or stuck, because when you're going through a crowd of people that dense, especially when you're trying to go through that iconic crossing, it gets pretty rough. Like, I thought I was gonna lose my cape or be strangled to death a couple times. So again, I highly recommend not wearing long capes unless you have a friend who's gonna hold that cape up and keep it off the ground. The amount of DBZ fans I encountered out there was something else. There's like one really funny standout moment that I don't think was caught on stream where, or was it? I'm gonna cut to the footage if it was, but there was a person walking around dressed as Hercule, hanging out with somebody else who I believe was dressed as one of the androids. It was just like a really funny, like wholesome moment of like running into an old friend, because Hercule and Boo are like best friends in the show. You know, you know, if you don't know, then just know that Hercule and Majin Buu are like, they had a whole thing. They had a whole dynamic. Getting to meet another awesome YouTuber, I got to meet Joku. Shout out Joku. This dude is hilarious. Like, go to his channel and subscribe right now. This guy has a certain level of energy that I have not seen in a while, and the dude's already blowing up. He doesn't need my shout out. He's already going places. But getting to meet him and just also just go to other parts of Shibuya and party up with those guys, that was fun. He gave me a card. He gave me something really cool. Hold on. Let me find it. Check this out. Joku gave me a card. All right. As this, can you see that? I'll put pictures up as well. This guy's got me back into One Piece. All right. He's got me back into One Piece. Like, I was into One Piece and I sort of like tapered off a little bit. Now he got me back into One Piece. Every time I look at this graphic illustration, which by the way, it links to my YouTube channel, which is dude's cool. Thank you, Joe. If you're watching this video, thank you. I still appreciate that. Thank you for making my trip to Japan even more fun, because one of my goals, like I said in the beginning of this video, one of those things was to make a new friend. And make a new friend I did. Not only did I make a new friend, but I made a new friend who's also a YouTuber. So that's like the best. Okay, so the audio quality changed because my battery literally just died on my receiver. I guess I rambled too much. In conclusion, Halloween in Japan is really fun, and definitely something that I want to experience again. I'm Mavi Nerd, Majin Buu. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy New Year! outlaws, I'm gunning. If you see me coming, don't try running. Let me tell you something. I'm bringing law to this land. Fill your eyes with that sand. When it bursts, leave you blind. I'm the worst. I'm an alchemist. You don't test me. Got the original gap on my wrist. Hear that click? You won't exist when I flow like water. Hit hard like a can and make you fight a flame burst. Make it hot to stand up. It's an honor cause I'm bringing you down like a pal. Your life flashed in a bit. That's a critical hit. They stay stacked. That's a theory, not a query. Hear that? And let's roll. I'ma charge right through your bullet rushing.